I love musicals, and I also love Marvel, but I can't combine those two together, and there's a main reason why I can't combine those two together. Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. Now, I know what you're thinking. Amy, a Spider-Man musical sounds so cool. Yeah, on paper. Putting that on stage is dangerous. First of all, before I read this article from Screen Rant about why the musical failed, there's an article saying why Matrix Resurrections box office is even worse than the hated sequels. And I just want to say that, my opinion, by the way, I like all the movies. Okay, yeah, hate me all you want. I don't care. Hate me all you want. So why did the Spider-Man musical fail? Well, this article gets into the meat of things, but for the sake of your sanity, I will not be putting all of it. You can read it in the... hold on, give me a minute. Okay, I just screenshotted the link, and I put the... Okay, I screenshotted the link to the article, and I will put it in the description, is what I meant to say. Now, I'm scrolling through the article right now, and I'm about to find... Give me a minute to find the meat of things for this musical. Like, the injuries. I want to get into the injuries the most. The technology, I mean, yeah, I guess, but I really want to get into the injury part of the thing, because, I think Marvel wants to make another musical, and, I think it's because that Captain America musical they did in the Hawkeye show, and I just want to remind Marvel why they shouldn't do that. Here we go. Stunt performer injuries on Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. Now, before I read this part of the article, I just want to mention that Reeve Carney, you might know Reeve Carney, Orpheus, he was Spider-Man. He was, for a while, but with great power comes great responsibility, and by that I mean he doesn't do his stunts because why would he? He's the one who sings, so they have thousands of Spider-Man doing the stunts, but it's not all sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows, and I will tell you why. During rehearsals, stunt performer Brandon Rubenhall landed on a ramp that was perhaps 5 degrees out and wound up on crutches. A month later, Kevin Albin attempted the same stunt and slammed into the stage, breaking both wrists. Most shocking of all, Christopher Tierney fell from a 30-foot platform during preview showings, fracturing his skull and suffering internal bleeding and broken ribs. This accident was all the more horrific because he happened to fall at the time a pre-recorded scream was playing, meaning the audience were unsure whether this was part of the act. Later, actress Natalie Mendoza suffered a concussion when she was hit on the head by equipment, and another stunt performer suffered trauma to his leg after his ankle was caught in a hydraulic stage lift. Soon, actors began to wonder whether Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark was cursed. I'm also going to link footage of these accidents because there is footage of the accident. I cannot stress enough that Jesus Christ. Not all the problems led to injuries, of course. Sometimes they just disrupted the show. On one occasion, a line got caught and the entire show was put on hold for 20 minutes while the technicians attempted to fix it. Gerber coined the phrase, "turn off the darkest interruptus," to describe these moments, which left audiences bored and frustrated. Alright, I'm going to read one more thing from the article. The bad reviews in the box office. Now, the thing with a musical or a movie is that you need to have good box office and, good reviews. You can have bad reviews sometimes, but having them all the time is just, genuinely, you can't make anything after that. If a movie gets good reviews and bad reviews, you can make anything. Matrix made 2 sequels, but if a movie gets bad reviews and bad box office, they can't make a sequel no matter how hard they try, no matter how hard they cry and piss their pants about it. Critics, of course, were merciless over dear old P.D. Parker. At first, the crew put it down to what they called Spidenfreude, believing journalists were taking delight in Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark's misfortunes. They may well have had a point, but when even the best review, via the Vulture, describes the show as the stem cells of a protein imagination dividing right out of control, there's a problem. The result is savage and deeply confusing, a boiling cancer scrape of living pain, Scott Brown continued in his cutting review for the New York Magazine. Ben Bradley of the New York Times suggested Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark wasn't just Broadway's most expensive musical, it was also its worst. I mean, they're not wrong. I mean, sure, there's been other bad musicals in the past, but We had to put that on top of the bad musical thing. We had to. And even the rewrites failed to garner any real praise. Okay, so when you look for footage of this musical, there's like numbers. I think the numbers indicate different versions of the script. I'm not sure. Not sure. Naturally, all this had consequence. A musical, just like a movie, like I said before, depends on a strong word of mouth if it is to succeed. And Spiderman Turn Off the Dark just didn't have that. At times, it was successful in terms of its box office, but never successful enough. And by the end, it would have taken 5 years just to recoup its costs. Producers discussed adding in extra songs and scenes in an attempt to prompt multiple visits, but these plans were abandoned. Oh yeah, I gotta quickly mention that Bono helped make music for this musical. Respectfully, what the fuck? In the end, the failure of Spiderman TOTD, I'm just gonna say it like that because it's a mouthful saying it, try saying Turn Off the Dark 5 times, stands as a testament of hubris, of creators whose dreams were impossible to realize and whose egos clouded their vision. It stood as an example of a Broadway that was more concerned with commerce than art. All this is ironic given the central villain was originally supposed to be Arcane, a mythical figure who symbolizes the same flaws. Well, that was the video. And I just gotta quickly mention before I end it, I have like 2 suggestions for musicals, like movies that should be musicals, because movies become musicals all the time. Look at Back to the Future. I have 2 suggestions. Bill and Ted, for one of them. It could be the first movie, the second movie, I don't care. And also Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny. I know no one likes that movie except for me. Well, actually, I don't know if anyone likes the movie. I have to find that out. But, like, I think it would be good as a musical. I mean, it's a musical movie, but I think it'd be really good as a musical, because can you imagine what they could do? All the effects. That would be, oh my god. Get Jack Black and Kyle Gass to help out with that. Get Dave Grohl to help out with that. Oh my god. We got a musical, people. I just wish. I wish. If we could only dream. We can only dream. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to click the links in the description. The first one is the article. The second one is the accents that have been recorded. And my next video, which is not right now, I don't think, because it's a bit late. I think tomorrow will be the video that I want to make, this video. So, yeah, make sure to like, dislike if you want to, share this video, spread the word about the Spider-Man musical, man, because Jesus Christ, no more Marvel musicals. Learn your lesson, Marvel. No.